This is day 21 of the 30-day film challenge, and I've got to present to you a film that made me want to fall in love. Okay, let's try. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the 30-day film challenge. It's this list here. We're at day 21, and today I've got to come up with for you a film that made me want to fall in love. Okay, so let's put the obvious one aside, Brokeback Mountain. Let's get that one out of the way, because it's not that. I say in jest. But no, a film made me want to fall in love. Now, do you know how difficult this is? Because I don't know. I don't know. I thought about this. I've toyed with it. And obviously, I've got to go to the romantic comedy kind of section of film, and a romantic film. It's very difficult because love's such a deep emotion, so in depth. And what exactly is love? Do you know what I mean? You've got love for your children. You've got in love. So I'd have had to have gone back to a time when I was out of love, shall we say, which would have been some considerable time ago, a time when I wasn't in love with someone. And obviously I've got my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I love my wife a lot, more than anything, except the children. Don't let her hear you say that. Well, no, she would understand that. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So a film made me want to fall in love. So my mind only goes to one film, really. Well, no, it doesn't. There's only one film I'm going to choose, and it's probably my favourite romantic comedy of all time, and that's got to be Notting Hill. Notting Hill, yes. And why? Well, it's a great film anyway. Let's not knock that. It's a wonderful film. But it's a kind of role reversal in a sense. It's that sort of... it's kind of like a fairy tale role reversal. You know how you have like the prince, and you have the girl who comes from nothing and falls in love with a prince. It's kind of the reverse of that, isn't it? It's just a common man, a normal man, a bit upper class, a bit snobby, works in a bookshop, and, you know, this actress walks in, played by Julia Roberts, who's meant to be the world's biggest actress at the time, and she just happens to walk in, and they kind of hit it off, and so this romantic story begins between them, and it's that sort of romanticism, that sort of fairy tale of meeting that someone who is so far out of your league, that someone who it would ever be, it would be impossible to ever obtain, shall we say. There's that kind of romanticism to it, and I suppose that kind of, but I suppose it goes for any film, any romantic comedy. When you're not in love with someone, you know, or you're alone, you can watch any film like this, and it sort of makes you, I guess it makes you want to long for something that you haven't got, shall we say. It makes you long for, I don't even know if it's love. Is it love that you could be longing for? Is it the companionship of someone that you're longing for? Or is it the same thing? I don't know. Well, I should know. So, you know, I suppose any film of this ilk, as long as it's nicely done, romantically done, if you're in a position where you haven't got anyone, would make you want that, to have that thing that you haven't got. Just so happens that the film bases it around someone who's unobtainable, but it's not about getting that someone who's unobtainable. It's about having that raw emotion, feeling that raw emotion, feeling that connection with someone, and having that connection with someone, them having it with you, and, you know, the reciprocation of that, and that kind of thing. So it's a very deep question in a sense. But Notting Hill would be my choice. It is my favourite romantic comedy. I think it's great. I think it's very, very good. Julia Roberts is fantastic in it. Hugh Grant is great in it. I don't mind Hugh Grant. I mean, he's had a sort of new lease of life recently in some Guy Ritchie films. And then he went and done Dungeons and Dragons. I felt embarrassed for him. Because I actually saw Dungeons and Dragons the day after I saw Operation Fortune. And in which, in Operation Fortune, Hugh Grant gave a very good performance under direction of Guy Ritchie. Then I watched, or before I switched it off, Dungeons and Dragons, and I felt embarrassed for him and what he was doing on screen in that. But that's a little aside there. I digress somewhat. But yeah, so Notting Hill is my choice for film that made me want to fall in love, I guess. But it's not really falling in love. It's I don't know, is it wanting to fall in love? Just having that connection with someone. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I'm going now. So you let me know down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this film to start with. Why not? Let me know your answer to this question. Is there a film that made you want to fall in love or find that connection with someone at a point in your life when you didn't have no one? Because there is a point in all of our lives when we don't have someone, obviously, and we long to have it. So yeah, just let me know. And then tomorrow I will be back with day 22, which is this question.